My name is Henry Gbadega, and I'm the founding director of Nigerian community in Edinburgh. It was something that started 2021 around November. I was working with Guarantee Trust Bank.
Okay.
I think I worked there for quite almost 12 to 13 years. When we started with just 20, we moved to 100. Right now we're over 4,000. At that moment, we were able to assist a lot of people pay their school fee without even charging them. We're not even going through the bank anymore. Thanks to our politicians making life difficult for people. I keep on saying that if you have the means of Japa and move.
Transitioning has been a thing, and people have been moving from a point to another. On the bridge of life, we are all transitioning, and it's a steady movement where we have to move from point A to point B and C and so on. On today's episode of The Bridge and You, we have the founder of NCIE, and that is Nigerians in Edinburgh. He was the one that started the whole step. The bridge started with him. It's still moving and it's still going places. Help me welcome Mr. Henry. Thank you so much for being on our platform today.
Thank you so much, my brother.
We really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself very well?
All right.
Our audience.
Thank you for having me here. Like you said, my name is Henry Gbadega, and I'm the founding director of Nigerian community in Edinburgh, and also the project lead. So this movement, it was started before I stepped my feet in UK. So it was something that started 2021 around November. All right. So, and now we're still growing. We'll continue. Yeah. So I think we'll get to the stage where we have to.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
You're
that.
welcome.
So by your calculations, so when exactly did you move into the UK?
All right. So I myself, I think I moved in late, even though my visa had already got in 2021 around December. So I came in 2022 around January. That's when I came in. Yeah. But the committee had already been set up before I even got my own visa.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
So who set up the community? Were you the one setting it up before coming in?
I did set it up.
Right. Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who were you back in Nigeria before you even moved to the UK? What were you doing? Who were you?
Yeah. So back in Nigeria, I was working with Guarantee Trust Bank.
Okay.
I think I worked there for quite almost 12 to 13 years.
Right.
Yeah. And the moment I stepped my feet here, that's when I put in my signature.
Interesting. And then, so what prompted you to move to the UK? Why UK?
Oh, why UK? Why UK? In fact, if you look at majority of Nigerians, I don't think we actually wanted to choose UK.
Of course.
UK wasn't even my thing. For a child, when I was very young, my dream place usually had been Canada or the US. But a friend of mine just told me, why not all this while you've been waiting to try Canada, even though I've not even put in the application, and you got your partner in US, why not just put in for UK, and from there you can go meet your partner. So it was just like a transit for me. You understand? So there was no intention to even stay here. So I will link that to NCI. So even when I was having the idea of building or creating NCI, it wasn't something like I wanted to stay behind and managing. So it was just something like I feel like, oh, I'm going to somewhere I've never been before, a strange place. I've never even heard of it. It was just when I was checking on Netherlands and I saw where people say, "Oh, Edinburgh." We're not even calling it Edinburgh. We call it Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
So
Yeah.
I saw guys that say, "Oh, this feels," they respond easily and very fast. So I just okay, why not just put in application for that? Let's try it. And I put in application, and I contacted another guy on the same Netherlands when he was putting. I need to talk to this guy, because where we are going to, I've never heard of that place. Right? So I talked to the guy. We became friends. We started sharing ideas, a lot of information on Netherlands, and the guy later on came to oh, he has already gotten admission. Someone else, a school in England or so. Okay. So was advising me to change to because he doesn't think that going to that Edinburgh was going to be easy. That's because settling might be difficult. At first, I got confused, but I'm like, no, let me continue with this journey. Maybe I will be the one to make things easy for other people coming. Just get the soft landing for people. And I continued with my application, and that's how we found ourselves here. So, like I said, in fact, I was able to pass by, not just to stay behind.
Right. So it means that Edinburgh is like a bridge.
It was not to be a bridge,
It was meant to just be a bridge
for me to get to where
you were going. Okay.
Yeah.
So along the journey, while you were trying to create NCI, your personal life and everything, what were the hurdles that you felt like you went through?
Yeah, at first there was not so much hurdle because for me it was like adventure, because apart from me trying to create a soft landing for people like me who don't know the environment, the strange place we're going to. I also met some guy while I was working in a bank, and they had issue with FX, foreign currency.
Okay.
And it was a lot of issue. So I saw what was going on, the story people were talking about banks, how some banks were, Nigerians trying to. So I got touched. I told the guy I was going to fight for this. I think the guy is in Glasgow now. Right. So I went ahead. So the guy was he's not sure. He wasn't sure if the bank was going to grant him his FX there. I'm don't worry, we'll do something about it. So it was okay, why not just, since he knew that I was also applying for the same school he was using, he was maybe we should try other banks. You understand? So I oh no, we have to get it from this bank.
Yeah.
And I told the guy we have to find solution to this, and that's how I had to go above my boss to get to the MD to make sure that issue was resolved. I got my FX. He got his for his school, and after that, and I realized that a lot of people might not have access to this thing. They don't have someone to push. So I okay, because side hustle, I do crypto trading. When you're trying to put your hand everywhere. So I started talking to my guys, the crypto guys, please, I need guys. There's a group of guys that are in my WhatsApp and a community, and they need foreign currency for them to pay their school fee. How can they come in to assist? So the moment I shared the idea with them, they were very happy to do it, and they started assisting. That's how we started helping people to pay their school fee. We're not even going through the bank anymore. So it was through the crypto, we're getting foreign currency. And I'm happy at that moment, we're able to assist a lot of people to pay their school fee without even charging them. It was free of charge.
That's interesting. So has there been any touching story that you heard from somebody trying to come into the UK, or somebody trying to settle in Edinburgh or any part of the UK? Because I believe you not only help people to settle in only Edinburgh, you'll be able to help people to settle in Glasgow and other environs and everything. So has there been any story, maybe something that happened to someone that really touched you? Might not be one, it might be more than one. Is there any that you would like to share with us?
Well, in fact, there are a lot of stories, because as part of the journey, the first year, the very set of guys I put together, in the community first group, there were guys that they had delay in their visa.
Right.
You understand? So we had to put them together, start giving one another hope. Like, don't worry. My visa also got delayed, and that period where you're even going to get for you to get what do you call appointment to TLS center or VFS center, it could take like 3 months, and you're supposed to resume school by January, and you're getting an appointment for like maybe March. How are you going to do it?
Yes.
So, in fact, I don't know how God did it. We did a lot of magic by putting us together, sending mails together, trying to connect MPs here, people that we've not even met. We are still in Nigeria then.
Yes.
So, a lot of stories there, and a lot of people got their visas. And apart from that one, I've seen a lot of people that we had to refer them to, immigration lawyer to assist. We've seen a situation where it's just the wife that had got serious and the husband had not gotten. So we have advised them in a way that, okay, put in this, put in that, and they're able to get their visa. They come back and we see some of them even crying and telling you thank you. In fact, I try to hide myself on the streets when you meet people, because some people you know them, some you don't know them, you understand? Right. And most of the guys that know you, when they come to you, like, yes, when they come to you, you'll be wondering, like, where did this guy know me for? The next, like, oh, Mr. Harry, thank you. Then the next, you just want to disappear from there, because we are not used to this life of. I like privacy, actually.
Yes, yeah. I did too, but now I have to be in front of the screen. So yeah. And then in all of these things that has happened, you've helped a lot of people. But I still believe there are some people out there that don't even know that this community actually exists. What is in there for the society? What is in there for Nigerians that are living in Edinburgh? What is the community actually providing for them? What is in there for them? What is the advantage of the community? People want to know. People want to hear it.
In fact, if you look at us, when we started with just 20, we moved to 100. Right now we're over 4,000 Nigerians. So by the words of mouth, people are benefited. We don't even need to tell them anything. They are the one. They keep bringing more people, like, oh, join these people for your accommodation, for your soft landing. They will guide you right, So basically what we've been doing is just to make sure that the place is a place where people can easily connect.
Right.
Because we want Edinburgh to feel like home. Just like the way we are back home in Nigeria, you understand? A lot of things, to try to signpost people to the thing. Maybe now there's some service that we cannot offer. We signpost them to the professionals, the people can do it, and make sure that if it's going to cost them a lot, on their behalf, we seek like a discount. We talk on their behalf, that we make life easy for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because we know, because I've actually benefited from NCIA. I remembered that year when I came in, I was going through emotional issues. Okay. Then I lost my mom and everything, and I spoke to he's now the social director. That was Festus. Okay. I spoke to Festus back then, and then he linked me to you. And then you told me there was this football match that happened. And then I went to there was. Then I became part of the football team then, and then I met a lot of people, made friends, and that actually helped me mentally back then. Aside that, when I went for the campaign for my uni back then, you also supported me. The community supported me as well. So I believe that in the community there's enough to enjoy. I've had somebody even offer me food back then. I remember there was this woman in the community as well that offered me, oh, if you want to come around to our place, you're always welcome and everything like that. So this is a community where you have a lot to enjoy. NCI is a community where they could signpost, like you mentioned. They could signpost you to give you directions on things to do. You're just coming in, you're finding your feet. This is a community you need to be part of. This is a community that actually gives you experience, make you feel like you are actually at home. And I'm grateful for everything that NCIE has done for a lot of people, and we believe there's still so much to come that is still going to be done.
There's a lot to come. In fact, if you watch it, since NCIE has been created, if you check most of the schools, you always see Nigerians as the presidents.
Yes.
And that's has been, you understand? And so there are a lot of things people benefit. I could tell you that right now, as we're speaking, we have this other a group that we carve out, we call them Wanderlust groups, you know, where people like to explore outside. We don't just even do the local travel.
Yes.
They are right
international.
now, they are already exploring in Spain, Germany, Paris, you know. So,
see, these are the things I'm talking about that people might actually don't know that exists.
Yeah.
I remember that group. I think that was last year or last 2 years or thereabout. I remember they were going to, was it Albania? Yes, there was a trip like that, and then they were going from one particular country to another. So this is actually
another mental health, how we saw
exactly. And then when you travel in groups, it makes the cost cheaper. And then you get to enjoy a lot of things as well.
You meet new friends.
Yeah, you meet new friends as well. So that's one of it. And then housing. I mean, there are a lot of things for you to
housing, jobs, you know.
Because because on the group chat they share jobs as well too. Yes. So you have a lot of things to learn on this community. So if you are not part of the community yet, you really need to be part of it.
Even when you talk of the cultural heritage, the annual one that we celebrate every year, every summer, you understand? We always have good attendance. We see over 2,000 people attending.
Right. There was this event that was done at the beach last year. That's Portobello Beach. Can you enlighten us about the whole thing? What was it about? What was the turnout like, and how was everything like?
In fact, you know, this event spawned from the idea of we guys in Lagos, where every Christmas we like to go to the beach, Barbie, to any beach, people catch fun. So like, let's replicate same in Edinburgh. And we started like playing, you know. A lot of people came out. Last year was like massive, over 2,000 people turned out. That way we even combine cultural heritage celebration, you know, a lot of fun, you know. We even brought in the MPs, the foreigners, people from care home. They attended, you know. We had a lot of good reviews. This year again, we're doing something bigger. This year now we're having what we call Afro Scots.
Afro Scots.
Yeah, because we're trying to give back to the community. Edinburgh as a whole. It's a community on its own. You know, they welcomed us, they've been nice to us, you know. So that we are trying to integrate the two culture, Africa and Edinburgh culture together. Like
Africa and then Scotland.
God bless you.
Again.
Yeah.
That's nice. So when is that?
It's July 18th.
July 18th. Yeah, the date right. So July 18th, Afro Scots. Where is that happening?
Same place, Portobello Beach.
Portobello Beach.
Yeah, our sponsor is a National Lottery. God bless them. They always do this. This is like the second time they are doing this for us.
Nice. And then what should people be expecting on that day?
Wow. A lot of things. Painting, sip and painting, storytelling. Cultural celebration from different. We have people from the Congolese, the Ghanaians, the Scottish. You know, they'll be there showcasing their culture.
Their own culture.
Yeah, the one that I like more is the painting. You know, there's going to be like you'll be painting. Not only human being, like sip and paint.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So we are gonna have a lot of fun.
So how is the food and drink like? Do we have to bring our own food?
It's a love feast. So we encourage people, just as usual, despite that NCI as a community, Nigerian community, we try to provide, you understand? So we still encourage individuals, family and friends, bring your food, share among people. Definitely, we are going to provide water and soft drink to go around, you understand? In fact, I think we are the only one that do that in the whole that I've seen around this area.
Yes.
In fact, people wonder how we do it. We make sure that our people are satisfied. Apart from coming for the fun, they get something to put in their stomach to
Right.
a lot of grills, barbecue.
So Afro's cut for July
July 18th.
18th.
We already secured approval from the council,
Right.
the police,
Right.
even though they stressed us. In fact, we're really stressed. I've never seen this kind of thing. We have to go defend the public entertainment license.
Really?
We have to go face the council, the subcommittee, like the councillors. We have to go face them. But by God's grace, we're able to get the approval.
Intriguing.
They granted it.
So we've dived a bit into who you were back home. That's the beginning of your bridge. And then we spoke a bit about you on the bridge. That's NCIE. And then I would like us to delve back. Let's just go back and then revisit. You mentioned that your partner was in the States while you were coming to Scotland, UK. So how were you able to, undo both things? You are here and then she's over there. How were you able to deal with that?
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, my brother.
Well,
But I don't know if God was in charge.
right.
He granted us the wisdom and knowledge to stay true. So that's just it.
Okay. Do you have hobbies?
Yeah, I have hobbies. I like playing basketball, but you don't have such care. You understand? So now the only hobby I have now is taking care of my baby.
Oh, nice. Do you enjoy traveling?
Where I love to travel. But I don't know where to travel to anymore because I think I've been everywhere.
Which countries have you been to?
I've been all over Europe. I've been to Canada. I've been to US. Yeah, I've not been to Australia. I think that's the only thing where
Have you been to Brazil?
No, I've not been to Brazil.
That's my dream country. That's what I'm asking.
I've not been to Brazil. I've not been to Brazil.
Okay. Do you love playing or watching football?
I love playing football, but I'm not very good at playing. I always wanted to score, but I think I do better defending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like watching it?
I love watching football, especially when we see Abramovich, former Chelsea.
Former Chelsea owner.
But the moment they took the guy away, I don't know. The love has not been strong like before.
So it means that you're supporting Chelsea before.
I still
you
support Chelsea. It's a family club, you understand?
Oh, okay.
Every member of my family supports
I
Chelsea.
support Chelsea as well, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking.
Every member.
And then the current World Cup, are you seeing it?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Do you have a favorite club?
Every club where I know there's a Nigerian blood there, I support. The US. I support everywhere. I think about 13 Nigerians.
Yes.
I think that in almost every country participating currently.
in the World Cup. Yes, that's true. That's true. And then, how were you able to integrate into Edinburgh? People complain about the weather. People complain about the language, the communication barrier, and then transiting from Nigeria to the UK. Like, how were you able to balance it? Because the reason why we're asking these questions is basically because we believe that while you're sharing how you went past your own bridge, because right now, where you are on your own bridge, I'm not there yet. I've not been to all the countries you've been to. I don't have all the experience that you have already. So we're just asking this question to be able to understand how were you able to conquer these things. Definitely, there's somebody watching either today or sometime later, watching, and then they are just moving into the UK and they are finding this language, this communication barrier. They are finding it very hard. So how were you able to deal with yours? And then how were you able to integrate into the Scottish system?
First of all, at first we all felt like it was going to be difficult, but it wasn't, because let's say even before getting here, you've already created something where you can relate to your fellow Nigerians. You understand? That's the community. So while you are even landing, you're already getting somebody coming to welcome you, you know. In fact, I also did that myself, you know. There are lots of people that came in that I had to go pick at the airport.
Oh, okay. You do that for
understand?
people?
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, okay.
I did that for a lot of guys, you know. So, but mine, in fact, I got in. Then my friend promised, like, oh, you're gonna get a place to stay, you know. I didn't see him. I didn't see him, you know. I had to go pick shifts. But at the end of the day, he later showed up.
Oh, he later showed up. Okay, that's different.
So, like, what I usually advise people then, like, if you're coming, if you don't have accommodation, get hostel. You know, hostel like Cowgate, you can easily pay for them. They are not too expensive. You can stay there for a while. You get a proper accommodation.
Yeah.
And schools too making provision for accommodation like hostels.
Right.
You understand? But if that's too expensive, make use of the public hostels.
Right.
You understand? And apart from now we have a community where people post accommodation, so you can easily get accommodation to settle that in. So, where for the language, I would say the only place where I had issue with the language was the lecturers. You understand? Apart from that one, I hardly even see them to communicate with them.
Right.
Not until recently that because of NCI, some of them have to invite us to come and talk about our community, come and defend some projects that we are doing, you know. Most of the time, when I just came in, I was relating with more of our fellow Nigerians because, you know, there were a lot of us. Okay, there were a lot of us then after a year. We had a lot of us in. So it was easy to settle down. It was easy to settle down. Don't forget that most of us, what we do is like a triangle from school to home.
School to shift.
My own part. Home to church. Sorry, school to home to work, work to school. You know, like
it was just like the triangle.
So for the ones that love church now, so it's
not be a triangle for them.
For we that we're still struggling to pay school fee.
Triangle.
So it has to be 3.
Yes.
School, work, home. So that was it, and we remain focused. Because if you don't remain focused, if you lose focus, brother, you find your way back home.
Definitely.
So you have to keep focused, you know. So it wasn't difficult. You got your community; they are there to help you. They are there to show you way, you know. So
that's intriguing. I believe somebody would have caught 1 or 2 from that as well.
Yeah.
And then
before I move, another thing, you know, for you to also survive in this country, always speak out. Once you're able to speak out and you're not the one that keep quiet, you get help. Help will come your way. That's just little I want to chip in.
So let's say you have a group of people. So our audience are the people now. They are back in Nigeria. Let's assume that they are back in Nigeria. And then you want to give advices to those that are coming in. You are also giving advices to those that are in already, but they've not found their feet yet. What advices can you give these people? Somebody is back home. People are back home trying to come into the UK. They have it in mind that, oh, I'm coming to the UK next month, next 2 weeks, next week, and thereabout. And then somebody is just coming in. They spend a week, they spend a month. Don't be surprised that people have been in this country for more than 2 years and they've not been able to find their feet yet. These are the people I want you to advise. What advice can you give to them?
All right. For people back home, I would tell them to keep focused, keep saving, because if you're planning to come here, like to work before, you know, getting money to pay your school fee to settle that, it might be difficult. That's why I would say save a lot before coming. And when you come, focus again. I would say if you're gonna have church to it, like I say, when you come, at least for the first and second year, go from school to work, home to church. You understand? And keep saving. If you are ready to work, you survive. You know, this part of the world, as long as you're willing to work, you will not suffer. You understand? Here there's no like boss or guy, you understand? Everybody's feeding you, you understand? So if you're able to work, you will definitely survive.
Okay.
Work, survive, save. And when you are saving, give to the people back home. But so that they can continue to pray for you, especially your parents and the people who supported you. Don't forget them. You understand? But your stability, make sure you save enough for yourself first.
Okay.
Then for the people who are already here, I would say relate with people because you don't know if the next man there will be the one to help you, because these people they're already here. Some people who have a lot of information. For you to survive here, you need a lot of information.
Definitely.
You understand? If you have information, you will survive. You understand? Because you might be here for 10 years. This man might be here for just 2 years. And he's moving with the right people who have the right connection, the right information.
It will move faster.
He can grant you soft landing. And if you have that soft landing, my brother, you move past the person that have here for more than 10 years.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So, what new information do you have for the public from NCIE Stable? We've seen your notice board and everything. I mean, we'll see newsletter and everything coming out from NCIE Stable. But now, from the founder stable now, what news do you have for the public?
Well, the news we have for the public is for them to remain focused, law-abiding, and attend some of the seminars that are coming up, especially like the Windrush that's coming up July 7th.
Okay.
You should try to be there, because when you are there, you'll be able to meet people, you're able to even influence policies, informations. You meet the home office guys, you understand? Because most of us, we're waiting for ILR, you understand? And it is by, attending all these seminars that you're able to meet the right people. We channel the things, your desires, you understand, so that they will know the pains we are going through, what we are going through. That way, they know they can take it up there.
Okay.
Little things matters. Before you know, it could influence the policy.
Okay. Can you speak more on Windrush? What is Windrush all about?
Windrush is about the mistake that the Home Office made in the 80s, I think. And I hope they won't make the same mistake with this forest wave that is all everywhere now, because they said there were people who had their citizenship being revoked by the Home Office.
Right.
So a lot of people had faced mental health issues, fall into mental stress because of this. So now they are trying to compensate those people. It could be their children, grandchildren, you understand? They are trying to compensate them, you understand? So they need information to be disseminated to people, for people to know that such is available. So that is why we are also trying to engage our people to be there. So if they are part of it, they get the information, pass it to the people who this applies to, and they get compensated from the Home Office. I will pray the Home Office doesn't make the same mistake again with our sets, because now they're saying Boris waves, whatever.
So, and also, what are the challenges NCI is facing right now that you feel like solutions are meant to come for?
Yeah, NCI. In fact, NCI has been built on a rock. You understand?
Okay.
Because when you build something, you're not expecting back. It will keep waxing stronger.
Right.
Yeah. We have our challenges like volunteers, because most of these volunteers, I'll tell you, we don't pay them. They just give you their time and help us to get to where we are right now. But human nature, when you are not getting paid, you only give your time when you feel like you need to. Yeah, for some, they'll be very brilliant. You pour them in, you understand? So I just feel like we need more funding. We need more money. You understand? Because we have a lot of people that need help. A lot of people that
Like,
need help.
TBAY to need help.
Yeah.
So we need
I
help too.
myself, I need help.
You
You
need help.
understand? I myself,
we
we only help.
TBAY need help. So we can
Yeah.
come to SCI.
Yeah. So apart from that one, I'm glad for one thing that NCI has been like the mother of all association around there, because there are lots of people who had come in and gone. Some start their own business, some set up their own platform. We're happy they are coming out from NCI. If they are doing well, NCI is doing well. You understand? So my problem is that some of our people, they don't see the community, or I don't know, is it that they don't love Nigeria? You understand? Because when you call them to come and support the community, they are not willing, especially the ones who meant here, the old ones, you understand? I don't know why, because this is something legacy we're building for our children,
Exactly.
you understand?
It's a long
If we
time.
all come together, united, one voice, we can move mountain.
Definitely.
I'll stop there.
Definitely. Yeah. That's really insightful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that
welcome.
one. So, people talk about Japa and then they talk about Japada. What's your thoughts on the Japada thing?
Japada. Oh, Japa. So I would say, let me define. Japa started not even 2021, like the white people call it Boris Wave.
Okay.
Boris Wave. What we call it Japa. Japa started properly 2022, you understand? Thanks to our politicians making life difficult for people. In fact, I think Japa has even done a lot of good things in people's life. Right now, I think if there was no Japa by now, every household back home would have been going through a lot of help and people would have revolted, you understand? But thanks to Japa, I keep on saying that if you have the means of Japa and move, you understand? There's nothing like home. Our home will always be our home, because you understand. It's sweet to spend money back home. You understand?
Yes.
That's where you have your friends. So, Japa, make money if it's difficult for you, especially because of your children. I think it's good to Japa.
Right.
Give them the best life we can. You understand?
life.
Give them this second, so that way they will have options.
Right.
But the only way that could be useless to them, we keep them here. They will be living like the people here. You understand?
Yes.
They don't know their roots. You understand? They will live like children here. They might, at the end of the day, they will not know the value of what you've done for them. You understand? So take them back home. Let them know their own. So for Japada, like they say, see who they wear shoes, I know where the pain they come from.
Normally.
So if you are thinking of Japada, if you are not among the people that sold property before coming, yeah, it should be easy for you to Japada. Or if you have sold many things before getting here, relax. Plan well before Japada. Save enough, you understand? Have enough that will be okay, that we're able to establish like a business, because I don't know if you're going to get a job if you go back. So save enough for you to be able to Japada. Don't think about the stigma that, people will say, they don't push up, or you know make up. Don't look at those people, you understand? Because your mental health matters a lot.
Of course.
You understand?
Of course.
But I would say, let your pocket be loaded.
Before you Japada. Okay. So when they say, like, let's say you just hear this word, the bridge and you, what comes to your mind?
The bridge and you. The
Yes.
bridge. What comes to my mind is just like the word, don't burn the bridge. Because the bridge is a platform for you to get to the next level where you're going to. So that's what comes to my mind.
Interesting. And then, since you've been in the UK, what has been your most difficult moment?
My most difficult moments were the first period when I was trying to understand the environment, try to settle down financially, how will I put it? Then a relationship with people around, and also the communities, set up how to make sure the sustainability of the community, those were the most difficult problem, And at the time, I was even having issue with the community schools, you understand? Because some of them don't understand the vision,
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, we're able to skate through.
All thanks to God.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I remember the other question.
Yeah, I was just asking about your most difficult moment.
Just the most difficult moment.
Yes. And at any point when you've been in the UK, has there been any time where you feel like crying, or you actually cried?
I think I've cried. Lover boy, I came to this country for love, not for money or anything.
Oh, love brought you to the country.
Yeah, love brought me to the country. Like I told you, it's like a break. You understand? But when I had issue with, I cried, but I survived. You understand?
Was it fixed?
Yeah.
What made you cry? Was it fixed?
Yeah, it was fixed. It was fixed.
So
God always have a way of fixing things. You understand? But at the end of the day, there's always like they say, light at the end of the
tunnel. Right. Yeah. Right. So if lights were put, they'll go on generator. So you are saying that as a leader, as a man, it's okay to cry.
Yeah, it's okay to cry, but cry your when no one can see you. Cry in your closet.
Right.
As the leader, you'll not be crying in front of your followers. Who's going to follow such leader? Yeah, things have changed. People now can cry in public. Soft. I still believe in the old days.
Right.
Like men, if they're going to cry indoor. Cry where? Come out strong.
But in all of these things, have there been time that you felt like going back home, going back to Nigeria?
Yeah. But there have been times, because at the time I felt like, what did I come here for? I've actually, like, in my head, I've achieved everything I've come here for. You understand? I've gotten everything I wanted. I did not come because of money. You understand?
Right.
So that's why when somebody say, "Oh, Henry, they tell you to go back now," yeah, I'll be happy to go back because I feel like I've gotten everything I wanted.
I've achieved everything already.
Yeah. So everything that comes now is like extra, and I give God thanks that, oh, thank you for doing this, thank you for doing that, because they were not part of my plan of being here. You understand? So any other thing I'm having right now, I say, God, thank you for that.
Oh, thanks to God. Oh, thanks to God. So, what has been the best things that has happened to you, and the worst things that have happened to you? That's part A. Part B is, what are the mistakes you've made, and what are the lessons you've learned? Yes.
That's a big one. I think the best thing that has happened to me in UK here is having my child. Because somebody that I planned for over 10 years. You understand? Even I not even had a partner, I started planning for him. You understand? So I waited for him. You understand? I'll be writing a letter to him every day. You understand? But luckily for me, he's here now.
Okay.
And I'm happy that everything I planned for him, he has gotten it. So the worst that has ever happened to me was when I lost some of my excos, because some of them, if we call them like this, they will come twice. You understand? But dreams or vision differs. So you are the one who know where you're going to,
right?
And if they don't understand, and you are not able to convince them, so just have to let them go.
Of course.
So that was my worst moment.
And the mistakes and lessons?
The mistakes and lessons. Mistake and lesson was waiting for women, or waiting for a woman.
Okay.
That's the mistake. Because I always feel like, because why, like I said, the reason why I came to this country wasn't for anything but for love. You understand? So for you, I had always believed in love, you understand? In fact, I call myself, or they call me lover boy. You understand?
Wow.
So people always like, oh, this guy is not going to wait. Good, blah, blah, blah. But I wait. Yes. I waited for over 10 years. You understand? I waited. So
Can you
I don't want to go deep into it. So I think that's just one of the regrets, you know. Sometimes like, sure, I waited. I just started living your life, you know. Because sometimes, you know, I remember I like to travel. I travel alone. I could explore, but because I'm waiting, I can't. I couldn't. So sometimes I stay in my hotel room or just go out there all by yourself. But it's not a deep regret anyway. Life goes on.
That's intriguing.
Yeah.
Well, sorry about that.
It's okay. We'll learn.
And then on the Bridge and You podcast, we have a session which is a questioning session. So on TBAY, we have a section where we ask brain teasers.
Okay.
And then we believe that you'll be able to answer it. Being the founder of NCI, you know that you are braining, and you'll be able to answer us. So we just need you to mention 15 cities in Scotland.
15 cities in Scotland.
Yeah.
All right. I'll start with Edinburgh.
Okay.
Edinburgh, Glasgow.
Okay.
Perth.
Okay.
Inverness.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the correct spelling.
Yeah. No.
Aberdeen.
Okay.
And I think there are 8. I don't think there are 15.
Is it? You don't mention Sterling, no?
Yeah.
But you cannot mention it anymore now.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think they are Dunfermline, right?
So Dunfermline, that's 6.
You know, I started with Edinburgh, Perth, Glasgow, Aberdeen, Inverness, Stirling, Dunfermline.
I mentioned Sterling, but let's give you. Kumbano Idunko.
Glasgow and Glasgow.
Kumbano Idunko.
But I think those are the major cities.
No, they're cities.
Cities,
yes.
not.
Lintigo is a city too, isn't it?
Alright, stop it.
Dundee.
Dundee, yeah. Dundee is
part
of
a lot of it. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then now we've talked about the start of your bridge. We've talked about you on your bridge. So let's just run through what's next. Are you looking forward to? What are the next plans that you have for yourself in the coming years?
The next plan for myself in the coming year.
Yes.
That's a big one.
Okay.
They're already painting now.
That one that's true. No worry. They don't listen at you. So yeah, the plans that you have for yourself for the coming years.
Yeah. So the plan I have for myself in the coming years is just to be well settled in this country and able to bring forth. Yeah, it's for me, right? For me, it's just to, you know, be financially stable and able to have like a company that will be able to offer people sponsorship, because I see there are a lot of things that people need in this part of the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, you have the people at art, which is really, really interesting. So we'll say a very big thank you for your time today. Thank you for adding us to your schedule.
Thank you.
And then thank you for sharing with us what NCI stands for. Henry is the founder of NCI, and then he has spoke about what we all can benefit from NCI. He spoke about the events they have coming up as well. And then you mentioned about Afro Scots.
Yeah, Afro
July.
Scots, yeah, Fusion 2026 happening July 18th.
July 18th.
At the Portobello Beach.
Okay. And then you spoke about a seminar as well.
Yeah, there's also a seminar coming up, the Windrush.
Okay.
And be happening at the University of Edinburgh, July 7th.
Okay.
it's free just to register.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And he has said a lot of things. I hope we've been able to take one or two things. Of course, I know it's more than two things, so two or more things. So yes, thank you so much for sticking with us today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page, follow us on our Instagram. If you want to be part of our podcast as well, you want us to hear your story, you can reach out to us on our Instagram. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok as well. And thank you all for watching this one, and we'll see you on the next episode.